Hey guys, it's a fucking piece of shit you guys all know, love name Reezex. What's going on? In today's video, I am going to be doing a story time with Reezex. And now, I know this is a series I don't do often, so a lot of you don't know this, but it is stories I tell about my life. And I would do more, I just don't have a lot of interesting stuff that happens or goes on in my life, or I just forget the stories I'm gonna tell. And I told my subscribers, this was before I hit 300, I told them when I got back from camping that I had a story to tell, and I forgot all about it until today. So I thought I'd tell it before I forgot about it again. So, yeah, sweet. So let's get into it. So, some of my older subscribers will know that every year on Father's Day, a little bit before Father's Day, I go for camping for about a week. Yeah, I go camping for about a week. And it's for Father's Day. It's a family tradition. We call it a family reunion. We've done it. Apparently, they've done it since they were small kids. So they kept it going through the family. And yeah, we do it every year. And a bunch of family shows up, and you just have a great fucking time. Now, during the days, we usually work, and then during the nights, we usually sit around the fire and have a few drinks. And I'm no stranger than when it comes to drinking. Now, I have to give some background because we have this my tent that I currently have is too small for me, so I had to use my grandpa's other tent that's out there, which is a big work tent. It's big bright orange and it's a work tent. It's one of those older tents that you literally had to use metal bars to stand up, and it's an old tent, but it's a good tent and no complaints whatsoever. Amazing time I had out there. I just thought I'd tell this story because I made a mistake, and let's hope you guys don't make this mistake. Or if you do, they'd be like, yo, this dude told me not to do that. And I'd be like, yep, that's you shouldn't have done that. And I'm passing my wisdom on from what I've learned to you guys because I have made this mistake, so I don't want you guys to make it the same mistake as I have. Okay, so, like I was saying about the orange tent, just so you guys get a description, it is a big-ass fucking tent. And I put a cot in there with my grandpa's cot, and this will come important later. My grandpa said, do not wreck the cot. Do not, alright? Just keep those words in mind. Do not wreck the cot. So, fast forward a few nights, and if my family shows up, because we're there usually before anybody else to help set up, and we were having a few drinks. And now my cousin Nathaniel, and Nathaniel, if you're watching, fucking shout out to you, because you're always hooking me up with booze when we're out there. He's the cousin who always buys me booze and hooks me up and gives me a few booze. And when he gets drunk, he just feeds me all his booze, because he starts off slow and then whatever I want. So, I started off that night with about 3 Budweiser. Alright? 3. Not that much, right? Then, my Uncle Richard, who I came to the camping reunion prior with, like when we were on our way, I came with him, and we stopped at a supermarket to grab cranberry juice for his mix. And he mixes... This is when we were all sitting by the fireway. I wanted to try his because I really like cranberry juice, so I asked him, I was like, hey, Uncle Rick, can I try your drink? Cranberry juice and R&R whiskey. He's like, yeah, okay, sure. Hold your booze. And he gave me a big long paragraph how I should... No, not drink it really fast and not mix my booze. Like, he told me this prior, and I still did it anyway. Then, later that night, after 2 of those R&R cranberry, I had another shot of White Owl whiskey, which is a different whiskey altogether. Then, after that, I had 2 of my Uncle Al's whiskey and pop, which are, Gibson's Finest Rare Gold whiskey with ginger ale. Alright, so I imagine you guys can see where this is going. I'm fucked up, I'm lit. And then my cousin, Melissa, I came there 2 weeks prior, and she was there, and we had a few drinks, some coolers. And she said she would bring me some coolers when she came. So she gave me 2 coolers. So 2 coolers after 3 different types of whiskey, 2 coolers, and 3 beers later, we finally, I'm dying, like I'm not sick, but I'm just like really, really lit. Now we're heading to my cousin's camper to talk about stuff, which I'm not going to go into great detail about because it's personal and you guys won't even understand it. After sitting in the camper for about 4 hours of talking, while I was in there, I had 2 more Budweisers. So you guys could tell, I'm lit. I drank a lot tonight, and I'm not lying to you at all. So, I help my cousin get to his bed, I help my other cousin get to his camper, then I head to my bed. Fast forward about 5 hours, alright? I wake up, I roll off my bed, I feel it in my stomach, brewing up. I throw my hand over my fucking face, rush to the door, can't get the tent over. It's an older tent. As you guys, I told you guys, it was an old tent. Really old tent. So the zipper was sucky, and I couldn't get it open. So I sat down, I gave up, and I felt it. You know what I felt? Throw up. Everywhere. Hand against my face, spewed everywhere. All over the tent. On the floor. Right in front of the door. And now, you know how earlier I told you guys to remember those words, don't wreck my cot? This is the point where I almost fucking pissed myself. I turned to my left and I got a little bit, just a little bit of throw up on the cot, so I was safe. Oh my god, thank Jesus. Like, I know it's a nice cot. Like, I would have been pretty pissed off at myself when I ruined it, because it was like a $300 to $400 cot, 100%. Really good cot, would suggest. And I was still not feeling well, so I rushed to the bathroom. Like, I don't know, but the tent decided to magically open after I threw up. It's like the world was against me at that moment in time. So I rushed to the bathroom, threw up some more. I sat there for about an hour. I come back to my tent, take off my sweater because I got some throw up on it, throw it in the trees. Same thing with my shirt. Same thing with my pair of pants, my pair of sweatpants I was wearing. Then I'm sitting there in my boxers, looking at the tent, and I just remember, as I turned to the tent to look at it, I remember that there's fucking shit ton of puke in the doorway, and I'm like, oh, fuck me. So, I step past the puke because it's only one side of the tent, and I go put on some more clothes, and then after that, I use about 4 or 5 bottles to clean up this puke in the tent. 4 or 5 bottles of, you guessed it, Lysol. And after being in the, after it warming up and me sitting in the bathroom for a little bit, the aroma of the puke got around, obviously. So it started to fucking reek. After I cleaned up, it still smelled like barf, because I didn't get this stuff that was on the cot. Actually, no, I forgot all about it, because I was so tired. I cleaned up the stuff that was in the door, and I got the little top part on the cot, and then I went back to sleep. And then I woke up about 3 hours later again. I cleaned it, I went back and cleaned it even more, the spot, and then I seen that there was some on the side of the cot, and I cleaned it. Thank God I cleaned it, because a little bit later my grandpa comes and he's like, you okay there, son? And, you know, just being like, asking me if I was okay. I'm like, yeah, and he's like, you get on the cot? And I'm like, nope, not at all. I lied to my grandpa, and I feel so bad, but I would have died if I told him that I got it on the cot. So, that's pretty much all for the story, but the lesson of this story is, do not mix your drinks. And I know you guys will probably do it anyway, because I still do it to this day, but don't mix your drinks. Stick to 1 or 2 things. Just don't mix a bunch of different shit, because you're asking to throw up the next morning. So, that's the lesson of the story. You guys have any videos you want to suggest? That would be great. I'm not running out of ideas, like I said in my last video. Just suggestions don't hurt. So thank you guys for watching. It's been that piece of shit you all know and love. Oh yeah, and once more, I'm gonna do this for like 1 or 2 more videos, but please go follow Sarah on her Twitter, and please subscribe to her on YouTube for making my new AVI banner. I cannot state that enough. And please help my friend Devlin hit 100 followers on SoundCloud. That'd be great. And yeah, that's all for this video. So thank you guys for watching. Like I said, leave a like if you enjoyed. And this is that piece of shit you all know and love named Reezex, and I'm out. Peace.